we live?
Hello,
Hi.
yes we are. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hi.
What's going on?
So, thank you all for clicking on our faces. Tonight, we are going to be talking about the fifth episode of She-Hulk. Now, this one was, I don't know. I'll let you guys talk about it first because I have some opinions. But I would love to hear what you all thought about episode 5 because it opens up with a little recap showing, her on the dating apps, yada, yada, yada. Um,
Mhm.
but what did you guys think?
It felt more like a continuance of episode two. It felt like if episode two was an hour long, it would have been fine, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Because everything that happened in episode two, this was basically like the continuance of that, which was pretty cool. Because I really like how her opponent is
Opponent.
her, because like right now Titania is her main opponent. Titania is her main opponent, so she battled her in court physically, and now
Mhm.
she's battling her in court legally.
That is
So I
true,
feel
though.
like that. I think I really like that how they're doing that. And secondly, I really like how the people that she dated had to come back into the show.
Oh, the walk of
Oh,
shame. That's so
Yes,
embarrassing.
and
that was really embarrassing.
I didn't even peep that David Otunga was one of those people. Like, shout
He
out
was
to
in the
David
last
Otunga.
episode.
I
Yep.
didn't even realize that. Look at him doing
Mhm.
big things. You
He
know
used to
what I
be
mean?
on I Love New York. He was
Oh,
Punk.
that guy, Punk.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
Punk. And then he became a
Yes.
wrestler and he married Jennifer Hudson, I believe. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay,
And then
now,
she
now,
divorced
now,
him.
now.
And then, yeah, the guy's been around, man. Like, he's been around. Shout out to the Nexus. But anyway, um, it was a fun episode in my opinion. And then the other thing that I like about this show is that, and I want to ask you guys because you might know, I don't know. Has there ever been another Marvel person outside of Daredevil? No, not Daredevil. Deadpool
Deadpool.
to do like this.
Well, actually, She-Hulk, you asked that question, so I'm going to act like I have some intelligence here. So, like, She-Hulk actually started breaking the fourth wall. She came out before Daredevil. Sorry, he's on the tongue here. But she came out before Deadpool, and she was breaking the fourth wall. Matter of fact, fun fact: in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, when those two face, these games they have fun was it exchanges between each other, and she says, "I know how to break the fourth wall too, Wade." So yeah, she started that. She started that trend. It's
Really?
just
I was in the
we just
game.
yes.
I'm about to play. Okay, thank
Marvel
you.
vs. Capcom 3, have them start off, and she'll break the fourth wall.
It's crazy because I have it and then I haven't played it in years because you know how you buy things for $2 at GameStop. Anyway, the movie. Um, but yeah, the episode was great. But thank you for putting me onto that because I didn't know if she was the first one to do that because I think like I personally think, and that might just be me, you know, overthinking. I think that we're gonna end up with like a Marvel metaverse.
Metaverse, like it's meta, like they're just aware. I
No,
mean,
like we're literally gonna be online, but like at Comic Con at all times. If that makes sense.
What are you
You know
talking
what
about?
I mean? Like we're gonna freaking go log in and be avatars and be in this Marvel world where all these Marvel rules.
Oh, you
So
talking about Ready Player One type situation.
precisely. That's what I think.
Ah,
That's why I think they're doing this third person thing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like now they're just trying to bring the audience into the Marvel world.
well, I'm sure there's money to be made there, so I wouldn't put it past this thing. But I don't know if that's it's immediate goal right now. But I will say about this episode, right? I didn't enjoy it as much. I don't know if what it was about it. It was just wasn't as interesting to me. And I do kind of like the whole courtroom thing, the copyright infringement or a trademark infringement, because there's a similar situation going on right now with Kim K and Lori Harvey and one other lady about the name Skin. Because
right.
there's Skin, Laura LH, there's Skin with the KK or whatever for Kim Kardashian. So it's interesting to see how they handled it in the show because that's like going on like right now. Even with Beyonce, she had that whole thing with the Blue Ivy trademark.
Really?
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of celebrities out here.
I
People
remember
who are
the
saying,
Yo, that's hilarious because, like I was saying last week, I really love how they portray real life,
Mhm,
yes.
especially like with dating apps last week. But this stuff about the makeup, I had no idea. You know
mhm,
what I mean?
mhm.
So like that's very
Are you
interesting.
talking about when Titania took over and used She-Hulk's name, right?
She-Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
no,
mean,
see,
that was
mind
just
you,
to
like
spike her,
I didn't
though. That was
realize
to
I was
spike her.
connected to anything. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I thought she
No,
was
that was to
just.
spike her, though. I mean, she knew that everyone was calling her She-Hulk, and she wanted to get back. And I did want to highlight because I did. They She-Hulk is an interesting show because even if you look how they open, look right here, they use She-Hulk by Titania.
Uh-huh.
She even
Yo,
says,
word
she
up.
even says, if you listen to her, she says, "Thank you." So I thought that was actually some really cool. That was really cool. But yeah, she did all that just to spike She-Hulk. She knew no one was calling her. Even when you think about her having the name She-Hulk, right? How does that not how much that don't make sense? You have the cousin of Bruce Banner, who it makes sense that she's She-Hulk. She's a female. She's a Hulk. And then there's other person like, yeah, that name sounds cool. And it just made and it seemed weird to me too because I'm trying to understand this universe, right? I don't take it seriously, but I'm trying to understand this universe because she just in episode 1 she breaks through the courtroom and tries to commit this crime, but apparently she's an influencer and
Mhm.
and people want to buy her merch. I don't know, like it was something like that, but I was trying to understand that and I didn't get it.
I'm assuming she's famous. I'm assuming she's like the Kim K of her world. Like she's famous enough that people want to line up to get her autograph.
Mm.
So I'm assuming she got off for the earlier, attack, fled insanity, or overdosed on something. Who knows? But she definitely got off, and it
She
was probably
did.
because of her fame.
I mean, if she could sell
OJ is
makeup,
jealous.
if she could sell makeup at like crazy numbers, and
Mhm.
mind you, I've had to go stand in line at Mac to go buy some makeup from somebody,
Mm-hmm.
because she was at work and I had to go do it, and this shit was annoying. But I
Mm-hmm.
get it, and it was crazy expensive as Selena lipstick.
Oh yes, I remember when they dropped that. They dropped the Selena one, and then they dropped the Aaliyah one, and
What?
everyone was waiting for those.
Yo!
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, see how that was? She came out with the quickness. That was ill.
So,
I was so clueless when I was standing there. Like,
it's man, look, them matte lip gloss and lipsticks be selling out quick.
I
But
see. But anyway, man, she
speaking of
had that thing.
fashion and makeup, what
Sure.
did you all think of our little
Sub story.
superstar? Yeah, our superstar stylist.
Wow.
Luke, right here. I wrote it. I made sure
Oh,
Luke
he was the man.
Jacobs. Luke Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
He was the man.
This guy was awesome.
I can't wait to see that suit.
I say awesome, meaning he had a presence to him. I mean, when he even first come in, there's a thing where Nikki and I just want to give a shout out to Nikki. I mean, she's just amazing. Like I really do. I'm about to follow her on Instagram right now because she is just amazing. Yes, Nikki and Pug
Oh yes.
with the Avenger gear, the Avenger drip.
Avengers.
Avengers drip. But Nikki goes rings the bell, and this guy immediately goes no. Like, don't touch the bell. He's just no,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just such a fashionista because like I couldn't get into fashion because like I like to just like, oh look, there's something I can just put this on. This guy will break it down and be like, you're trash, and hurt my feelings immediately. So I really he reminded me of like what was that show on E? It was like they were like the fashion police or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been a perfect fit for them. I mean, he was great. He was honestly great. I remember just thinking, watching this episode, I remember thinking about because I was kind of disappointed in this episode because there was no Wong, but this guy made up for it.
I don't know. I feel like honestly, he just was a little too over the top for me. It just looked like he was acting, and I didn't like that. And if I had to recast him, I would most definitely, if she would do it, recast him with Vanessa Williams. Because if you watch Ugly Betty back in the day, she was the lead on Ugly Betty, like the head lady, all about fashion. And I thought that would be a nice little tip of the hat. First of all, she's a living legend.
I remember that show. I remember her.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you know what? I know the character you're talking about. Because the problem is, I saw that show in Spanish and it was a gay guy.
Yes,
But,
yes, 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 yes,
yeah,
yes. Uh-huh.
yeah. No, yeah. I see what you're talking about, though. But the
Yeah, so that would
overly
have been a great callback.
critical, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
She would have
yeah.
got everybody in shape. She has that snappiness to her, that attitude, that high fashion thing.
Well, you know who they were? A lot of people, I saw this on Twitter. They were comparing them to. I should have had the picture in there, but do you remember the lady from Incredibles? I forgot her name.
Yeah.
That's who everyone was comparing her to. She was the one who said no cape. Sound like you.
Compare who to? The guy?
Like you. Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me of you. Because no, she kept saying no cape. That reminded me of you.
Yeah, because a speedster doesn't need a cape.
I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, like,
time for this.
I was just happy that they have like a Dapper Dan in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you see, like, at the very end, once you see that little nugget, and clearly that's how these two are gonna meet. You know what I mean? But like, once you see that little nugget in the end, that just goes to show you that he takes care of a lot of people.
I wonder who else is, in his clientele.
Thank you. That's exactly what you're thinking. That's exactly the first question that comes to your mind is, I wonder who else he takes care of.
It's definitely none of the Avengers.
Well, they're not. Well, they said.
It might be. Yeah.
No, because he thought that she was one of the Avengers.
Right. And I was going to say, they're saying now, from this point going forward, there are no Avengers. There's no, it don't exist in this world anymore.
So, well, I mean, that true.
I remember hearing something like that as recently, so that's why I say that.
In a sense, yeah. But like, I like the character because I got a feeling that he's definitely going to show up in a lot of things. Right, and mind you, even She-Hulk's, I like Nikki.
Nikki.
Like, yeah, you were mentioning her before.
Love her.
I love her. I love how witty she is. I would not be surprised to see her in a movie. You know what I mean?
In that dress, she had on a great dress when she went to meet what's his name. The black dress was like the floral print. I said, "Oh, this is cute."
Oh yeah. Well,
but
I mean,
also,
they even mentioned and real quick about her because oh God, I didn't put her name, but Books, that was the one who was representing She-Hulk. They both, her and Nikki, when they were trying to say you need to switch up your fashion game. Yes, her. She was great too. She was great.
Yeah.
She was really, really great. When they mentioned this small spot where they're like, yeah, you need to change up your clothing you get, because She-Hulk, she just wears the big yeah. And when she's like, no, I don't need to change it, they both said, yes, you do. Both you do.
Yeah.
Nikki's the one, and Nikki's someone you can really get fashion from because she's always coming up with the colorful dress. You can't miss her.
But yeah, I didn't enjoy this episode as much as the others. But it was still all right, I guess. Like I'm most excited for the little the little nugget we got at the end when, of course, we saw Daredevil's helmet at what's his name? Yeah, see, right at the.
Well, if you look right here,
Whoa!
Look at that.
Look at the rest of the suit. Now, what is Matt Murdock doing way out in California?
And also too, I had to be reminded because in the Daredevil, and I mean honestly, that was the Easter egg right there. They had this promo hyping up Matt Murdock, and you knew he's coming, and I thought it was going to be this episode. They didn't do it. That was cool. Yeah. But to show that, just to say, we didn't forget. Matter of fact, someone pointed this out. That Easter egg alone was enough for them not to put an end credit. If you notice, there was no end credit post scene because that was enough to make you go, I'm tuning in next week because that's our guy. But someone mentioned, like you guys was mentioning, we were talking about Jacob, right? And he's doing all this stuff. But poor Melvin, man. Like, this was the guy who made the original suit.
Oh, who made the original suit.
Yeah,
oh, no, he's a turncoat. He's a turncoat.
It's been years since I watched. It's been years since I watched.
Can't trust him. He this side, he that side, he this side, he that side. And get on with it.
No.
But he made the suit. He was the guy who gave Daredevil his horns. And now Luke is giving Daredevil his horns.
Good. Even
and if you watch Daredevil Reborn, we don't know who Matt's gonna give his horns to.
Oh Lord. Any and everyone. That's what.
I mean,
Anyone who will take it.
Hey,
maybe
listen,
he
if
has
you
a
move,
reinforced
watch
bed.
yourself.
Maybe he has a reinforced bed like She-Hulk put in her profile.
Oh my
yes.
God! Can
Ooh,
we?
she was
Yes,
ready.
yes,
She was
yes,
ready.
yes.
She's not there to meet her soulmate. She's there to meet Mr. Right
I
now.
had to screenshot this because dang it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, when they said all that, I said, oh my God.
She's down for the get down. Good for
Right.
her. She's embracing her sexuality.
This
She's
is
a
what it
strong,
says.
independent,
As you
successful woman.
Yeah.
This woman, she says, as you can see in the About Me section, my client wrote, and I quote, mean green and straight poured into these jeans. And to answer the question, what are you looking for in a partner? A sturdy back and a reinforced king-size bed. All I'm saying is, there was a thought process to be put into that About Me, because a lot of people just don't even answer that. And she said, challenge accepted.
Yeah. Fill out your bios, people. Fill out your bios. Don't be
Fill out
lazy.
your bios. People read those kind of things.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
You never know when you'll need it in court.
Wow. Yo, that is crazy. Oh man, thank God I haven't missed that. Anyway.
But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Again, I was a little disappointed with this episode, but again, I'll still be watching the next one. What?
No, I was laughing at him because I just saw him get excited. Then he poured his little drink. And
Drink your drink.
Yes. But I really think the highlight of this episode was definitely the Daredevil talk. I had fun still watching this episode. And the thing is about this about She-Hulk is I don't take it seriously. It's like she's breaking the fourth wall. It's and I don't necessarily want to say I don't know if the word I want to use is lighthearted, but it's just it's a comedy to me. And matter of fact, someone I saw wrote on Twitter, hey, are any of you guys laughing at this stuff? Because I haven't laughed once. And I've laughed a few times watching it. So I don't take it seriously. I can understand how this is one of the weaker episodes, but I think it was one of those cool down episodes to be like, but watch next week though. So I think it was a cool down episode. I can understand that. I still had fun watching it, and I look forward to reviewing it again with you guys next week because will be back. Because there's no way they're not having him next week.
Probably
no way.
Oh, probably not. They're gonna drag this out. But this whole thing is Easter eggs, man. Like I'm telling you, look, you notice how there's no
And it's
one.
September.
Yeah. Oh, like that's hilarious. You know what? Where's the corn emoji?
No, don't do that. No. Continue your talk.
Oh, thank you.
I am disrespected every day.
Listen, man,
every time I breathe, I'm disrespected.
Oh God! But yeah, that was pretty much the episode.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed the episode and you enjoyed hearing us talk about it, don't forget to join us next week, same time, same place, right here on UPRE on YouTube and unpopular.review on Instagram. And let's chat. Let's talk about the next episode right here. See you then.
Bye, folks.
Bye.